Just in, the Ethereum ETF has seen its first positive day of inflow dollars. And did I ever tell you, baby dolls, that you are a thin sandwich with prosciutto, salami, a bit of tomato cut, and a thin slice of cheese? Yes, you are. Check out the Ethereum ETF flows. It's great to see this. We have quite a bit of information to go through. Firstly, friends, I'm going to let's dish it out for you. This was the Ethereum ETF flows for the first 5 days. Its total is $1.7 billion down. You have 480 million down, 200 million down. We just had, right, the closing volume count of the day that's passed, and it is plus $33 million. Is finally in the green for the inflows. The net is still down 1.7 billion. And look, friends, I know it all comes down to grayscale. We know. Look, when you see someone like that who's dumping, it has been grayscale dumping, is basically betraying the whole industry again. And you want to choke them out, and you want to smash them, you want to put it in their place. I get it, but you knew someone was going to do it. Like, you know, because of the 4-year cycle and everything. Like, you knew when even Bitcoin was pinging around this zone, 50 to 70K, you know someone was going to dump. Like, we didn't know it was going to be Germany. You know, shout out to all the sexy German ladies taking a big fat dump on us. You have to pay extra for that. So you didn't know, look, next time it's going to be another country. We didn't know which country was going to be specifically. It's just spooky how it works out. It's kind of like, you know, that torchlight. Market's like a torchlight. It's going to grab someone. Someone's going to be the one who paper hands. It is what it is. Now, looking at these outflows, we've finally reversed it. So all that sea of red. And by the way, F you and F these plants. This is Lord Vitalik. See, we're now we're in that green. We're starting to swoop around. I mean, like, man, how spooky is it, friends? I mean, just enjoy this green. Day 6. Day 6. The green, $33 million. It's like, wow, man. I mean, like, friends, it just brings us now. We are starting August. We're starting August. And we know from the others BTC fractal, I mean, speaking about it to you every single day, I said, well, friendship begins in August. And if it continues like every other cycle before, we will flip green on the weekly super trend somewhere mid-August to around September. And then we continue up and begin final alt season wave number 1. Now, we don't have to have 2 waves, you know, 1 and 2, like it was in 2016 and 2020. We don't have to, but, you know, at least we're open and prepared for it. And just to juice things up for you, friends, I've got like other stuff coming out for you, like literally the highest value content thrown out here to you, friends. It's, oh my gosh, you're welcome. You're very, very welcome. But if you want to see some conservative growth rates, and I don't mean conservative as in bad, I mean conservative as in realistic growth rates for Bitcoin and the future, it's around we bunny hop around here, 200K, then 600K, then 1.2 million. It's around that. And it pretty much all lines up nicely, actually. The growth rates are pretty conservative, and like I said, right, not unrealistic conservative, like as in like it keeps doing what it's doing in terms of, you know, Bitcoin's diminishing returns and stuff. Man, it sounds crazy, but yeah, that's the growth rates. What's been powering on through. Now, the main event is obviously Ethereum, and this is the Ethereum chart. We are in the 3rd cycle curse. We are still powering along. We have like this little triangle thing. We just need it to finally burst up, and it might be ready. Might be ready, friends. Where are we headed? Well, I would like to remind you, if we match the previous cycle fib extensions, it's around 14,000 American dollars. The first fib, though, is around 7,200. So, like, look, this is what happened last time, all right? We go up to that first fib. This is what happened in the last cycle, and then this big triangle. And then that's what it did, okay? It just shot up, right up to here. That would be repeating the exact last cycle, okay? And then actually, bang! It just like, no, bang! That's what happened. I know I had to make it more dramatic, but that's exactly how it felt like 3.5 years later. Here we are. That's what the pattern looks like, all right? So don't worry about that scary part. We can worry about that later, but this is it, all right? The first target at 7,200, that's like that magnet. You know, is Richard Hart going to rotate Ethereum there? Does he think there's more left to squeeze? Right, we'll see how the industry plays out from that moment. You should also be watching that Sol ETH ratio. A lot of people are turbo long Sol here, believing that it's going to just keep going up and up and up. And like I said, friends, yeah, it could go up, man. It could also like just kind of go up, fake it, and for some reason you can't go up as much in the next sine wave, and then you come back down. That's also possible. I've seen many of these play out before. Obviously, everybody long Solana believes it's the way, the truth, the light. Man, I hope you all get it. Just saying, like, I just don't like how every single mainstream influencer is turbo long Sol. I just don't like that. That's it. Now, baby dolls, we have an altcoin index. I'm gonna play some nice. This is Pikachu in the jungle, by the way. If you get a chance, watch that music clip, by the way. Pikachu basically goes on an acid trip in the jungle. It's actually really cool. Like his pupils are out of his head. He's going, oh, oh, oh. It's actually really, really cool. So this is the altcoin index, altcoin season index, friends. And the red arrow here, you see this red arrow? This was basically January to March of this year. And I remember just like it was yesterday, during that time period, I remember February, March this year, I'm sure you'll hear, man. You guys remember. I threw it out there. I just said, hey, yeah, portfolios should be much higher. Not happy. But Altseason could be done. And just me saying Altseason could be done, okay, the amount of pulse chain influences I got attacked by was insane. I got comments, tweets. Everyone's like, ha ha. People were going to other influencers and KOLs out there, and then they were quoting me as a joke. I was like, oh man. And what pissed me off was I was like, that means I'm more right, you idiots. You're not meant to do that. That's how upset me. And I'm like, oh man, we have top then. Like people felt that upset that they went to bag me out in other channels. I was like, oh man, no. See, friends, I don't really care because I got no shame. I don't really care. You can say whatever you want about me. I don't give a shit. Okay, these people, like, it's just, who cares? Just anonymous people on the internet, right? Don't impact my life. But I was like, oh man, I've seen that so many times. We've done that before. Oh, and I guess I was right. But why a lot of people got upset? This is where you see people hear what they want to hear, and they see what they want to see. So clearly, I remember writing. I say, hey, Bitcoin halvening year is a warm up alt season. Okay, and all people read from that was, so even though I corrected and edited everything, they didn't look at the warm up part. So they just said, so Sommi says Altseason is over, and everyone lost their minds. Like I was like, oh bro, again I was right. I didn't like being right because I'm not like I went turbo short or anything, but yeah, for the most part, bang, it literally went straight from, look at this. Look at this, friends. Out of here, there were 80 out of 100 coins that were outperforming Bitcoin. Now it's down to freaking 14. Literally crack down, 80% down. Most altcoins down 70, 80% from that moment in time, that March period. All right, so, but yeah, look, I empathize with them because I know if they didn't get it, they're upset. They just emotionally charged up. And, you know, you have to deal with it. But yes, there is a distinction to be made. Luckily for you, okay, highest value content in crypto, straight postures, sharp elbows. There is a distinction. The Bitcoin halvening year, I guess its goal, or its existence on Earth, its existence in our universe, is just to basically give you the hope and the belief that crypto can go up. Things can move. Green candles can appear, which sounds fun if you're joining crypto now, but in 2022, there was no such thing as green candles. It was literally just down only, red everywhere, destruction. Then April 2023, we saw the Bitcoin push up, and we saw Pepe and stuff arise. So it was a bit of like early remnants, just like, yeah, there is a bit of belief. We're here. But now actually this year was like, okay, everything went up. And yeah, not everything went up the way you want. And like, you know, things like Cardanza and Pulse Chain, you only go up like, you know, 2x with the 100%, only 100%, but yes, it is what it is, right? Everyone takes their bets, and you hope that everyone wins, but not everyone can win. So the next final alt-season wave will come after this point. Remember, friends, this index, I don't like using this index, by the way. So see that index is ass. That's why I use my others BTC. I like my index, which I make, because it gives me a better idea of what the hell's going on. All right, I like this. I don't like this, 14 reading, 100, you know, you've seen all the garbage in the altcoin index. in the top 100. It's got stuff like Litecoin. It's got stuff like EOS in there. So all it does is, it's not a bad measure. It's actually a nice, simple measure. It gets the top 100 and it says, okay, if your coin is up more than Bitcoin, you get +1. Okay, but your coin, friends, it could be up 0.1% more than Bitcoin and you are +1. And then if your coin's not above Bitcoin, if your coin's below Bitcoin, you're in the -1. So you have the top 100. So when you see that number, when it peaked at 80, that means 80 out of 100 coins were outperforming Bitcoin. And then when it's 14, only 14 are. All right, so that's how you get that index. It's what you see right here. It is a very, very crude measurement, but hey, it's another data point to look at. Check this out as well. Love to see it. Michael Saylor and Peter Schiff. So Michael Saylor, we have now additional companies coming out and saying we're going to put Bitcoin on our balance sheet as a strategic treasury asset. Okay, so he's quoting Bill 4. Okay, not to be confused with Bill 5 or Bill 3. No one wants to talk about what happened to that guy. So Uncle Peter Schiff, he replies, Bitcoin is neither strategic nor appropriate as a treasury asset. Companies shouldn't flat out gamble with shareholders' funds. They should pay dividends and let shareholders gamble with their own money. Yes, Uncle Peter, yes. They should do that. Just like you should be doing the right thing as a government. The money printer should be printing 7% per year money supply and paying workers 7%. They should be doing that. What are they doing actually in reality? They're printing 7%, they're only paying 3%. And I'm being conservative. Like I say they print 5, but the real number is actually 6.9, right? 6.9. What a scam. What a giant scam, friends. It's literally, oh my God. It's literally like, hey, give me the $100 out of your wallet. You give me $100. I give you back $80. See, I'm giving you money. What happened to the other 20? Oh, what 20? Who are you? That's literally the central bank money printer game for the past 400 years. Since the beginning of man. That's literally the game. Take 100, give you back 20, then 20, then 20, then 20. Yeah, it doesn't add up to 100 again. Anyway, here's a distraction. UFO video. Someone's about to blow up. Shoot Donald Trump. That's the game. So, friends, all the altcoins, same positions as before. DCA buy, mark 50% to 80% below everything. I understand it's red candles. No one wants to look at anything because, like, if everyone's exhausted. No one can be bothered anymore. Everyone's run out of money. People got barely DCA money enough. I know, that's it. You can't do anything, man. You just have to hold. You have to hold and wait. The only thing we can do is just wait. Let the compounding effect of the money printer work. The global liquidity index, it's on its rise up. I've shown you many, many charts to do that. It just takes time. Well, here we are approaching August. August, right around the corner. It's coming now. I know, 4-year cycle magic. Remember, technically, though, we're not in the final phase yet. So what I mean by that is we haven't actually began that final phase. The final phase, technically, it begins when altcoins, right, flip green on the weekly super trend. So up here. So basically, others BTC, they are 17% of Bitcoin size. All right. When they become 22% of Bitcoin size and they finish the green, finish the week green, okay, now we start the friendship. That runs for 100 days. That's what's happened before. That's what happened here, right? So the friendship actually began. So here's the thing, right? It started reversing in December, January, and then it actually flipped by Feb. So it took like 4 or 5 weeks to flip. So like, you know, if we started going up, it could be like, hey, friendship in September. Remember, we haven't flipped yet. We haven't flipped yet. There's always a possibility, man. Now, friends, that's why, like, even if we go up, all right, even if we go up and we just, like, imagine we just don't flip green. Just that's it. But look, I will be 100% truthful and honest. Don't do this. But I know some of you are going to do it, but just don't do this. But if there's any time in the cycle to do short-term leverage, now's the time. If you go off history, now is actually the time to take out short-term gambling, credit card leverage. Now is the time for short-term stuff. Statistically. Don't do it. I'm telling you not to do it. I'm just telling you this is the time that you bet on. Pew! But you have to be on side in like the next 4 or 5 weeks. And if it comes up here, good luck. Then like that's actually go time. That's when everyone else enters, and we'll see. And if it does continue, December, come back down, and then maybe August next year. Each altcoin's different. Not every altcoin's going to move the same. Because ultimately, we're waiting for ETH BTC to turn around. And if you're curious, friends, as well, ETH BTC, it's around 0.05 now. I know it's hurting a lot of people, but I've been using the clown emoji now for the ETH BTC. And I know you're saying, hey, but Sommi, we had the blue emoji before. The blue circle means it's not good enough to be green, but it's just like, hey, we're getting close to green. I know, but like I wanted to capitulate. I just wanted to be like, bleh, just throw it out there. Yeah, suck it. Grayscale dumping, everyone dumping. That's what I wanted to see. We are not allowed to celebrate friendship and kindness for Ethereum until that ETH BTC is above 0.057. It's actually still down after 8 years on Bitcoin. That's a crappy part. And this is Vitalik as a giant dick with butt. Okay, and here he is, friendship and kindness, right, with his harem of women. I wonder what Pokemon they chose at the start. And I have a message here for you, friends. Right? For you historians out there. So first they came for the privacy coins, but you did not speak out because your portfolio is so small that it's not even worth hiding. Then they came for the stable coins, but you did not speak out again because stable coins are for soy boys. Soon, they will come for the Layer 1 chains. But you won't speak out because you're a degen. And finally, they'll come for your precious meme coins. And there will be no one left to speak out for you. See that? This is the state of the crypto industry right now. Monero, banning. Corrupt SEC tried to take down BUSD. They did take down BUSD. They did. It was an $18 billion fund, making $1 billion a year, pretty much. Deliverable. And what did they do? Like the scum they are, unfortunately, corrupt SEC take it down. Why? They're the fourth puppet wing arm of the US Fed, controlled by JP Mosquito and all the other private insiders of the US Fed. So they need to strangle everything. That's their whole goal. The goal is to do that. They're not allowed, retailers can't get ahead. For instance, it's just like the advanced UFO weapon tech. They need to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ahead of everyone. That's it. It's like if you're a slave master and now there's a slave, well, and let's say they've just invented the motorcycle. Okay, you can't let your slaves know what a motorcycle is. You can't let the state give a license to slaves so they can own motorcycles. It can only be slave masters. The slaves must only be able to like maybe ride around in skateboards. It's literally the exact same thing. They want to keep everybody dumb, numb, backwards in the debt system, in the rat cubicle, rat infestation system. That's what they want to do. Crypto threatens that. Now, luckily for us, we are still early. We're only 2.3 trillion. But when we start cranking towards the 10 trillion mark, it's going to be a bit of a problem. We're in the then they fight you phase. I don't think the then they fight you is going to be done in one cycle. I think we got two, personally. Just personally. How do I know that? Because if they're fighting gold, and gold is 16 trillion, well, I think when we hit 10 to 16 trillion, we're going to be like, they're going to be fighting more. See? And the Layer 1 chains, right? So you had, they're banning the privacy. That was Monero. You know, Monero banned off many exchanges, privacy coins. And like I just mentioned to you, stable coins as well. Now, obviously, they're backpedaling on that, aren't they? Because they need votes. But what it basically means is, friends, they're going to ban them all area. They're going to try to ban them everywhere again. It's just that they're like, okay. They now have to do these preferences. Okay, they're like, let this stuff slide. Let's ban other stuff later, and we'll go back to these later on. That's because we keep fighting. If you're just like a little bitch and you just give up all the time, then they just ban everything and no one says anything. You're like, no. It's okay. Okay, you're going to ban all 5 things from us? No. I want you to know, every single ban, the crypto industry will be fighting tooth and nail and fluffy slippers. We will be fighting to the very end. We will be biting. We'll be screaming. We'll be fisting. All right? No lube fisting. It's raw, this one. See? That's what they're in for. And we are like that. Why? Because they're a bunch of schizos. Former drug addicts, current drug addicts, or future drug addicts. No one in crypto is normal. We got nothing to lose, man. You know what I mean? We literally, the system has let us down that much. We literally have nothing to lose. So that is the spirit they're trying to take on here, and they won't be able to crush this. No way. And let me tell you something, friends. The mantra of this cycle, what is it? Believe in something. 70% of the population are sheep. They don't even know what they believe in. They just believe in a leader. It's obvious, right? You know that. They worship a leader. They believe in a leader. Now, you know what? Yeah, they're going to believe in whatever the government box tells them. But when they see this pirate island over here, coconut bra babes, the xylophone, people singing under the sea, you know what I mean? The mermaids and the dolphins doing the backflips and the spinnies, and people having campfires, and there's a pig with the apple in his mouth, and everybody's like eating and sharing food and making necklaces and stuff. That is the party island, okay? We are on the party island, and we believe in the party island. We're not going back. No one's going back. It's like guaranteed death. Once the rats in the existing fiat system start to see that other people are having fun, which is literally just crypto. Hey, we're having fun in crypto, and we're getting rich, and you control your own money, and it's building the future, and the system's better, and it's a casino that when you step in, you don't want to leave. Once they start seeing all that, they just realize that they've been conned the whole time. Hopefully, that translates into all of them throwing in their currency units too fast, too aggressive, and we get the parabolic price pump to 10 trillion. And hopefully, you come out on the other side with a lot of success, friends. That's what we're hoping for. And maybe you get to buy yourself another 5 to 10 years into this game, and we'll see how we go in the next cycle. Make sure you like, subscribe. Catch you soon.